Remember, don't look at the screen.
Look
into
The lens?
the lens sensor.
Okay.
And sit up straight if you can. You're good. You look good.
Thank you. Make you look skinnier.
Hello everybody, welcome to Simple Diversion. My name's Rob.
And I'm Graham.
And for the first time ever, we have a special guest.
Hello, my name is Chad.
Today we're going to talk to you about Lagavulin 16 year and 8 year.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is the story of Lagavulin?
I'm glad you asked, Chad. Lagavulin actually comes from a Gaelic word meaning the mill in the valley. Lagavulin actually started in 1816, but didn't become more popular until about 1862. It's located in the southeastern part of Islay, and it's sandwiched right in between Lafroig and Ardbeg distilleries. The distillery is actually pretty small too, so it has to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to keep up with the global demand, and it's crazy.
So here we have the 16 year Lagavulin and over here the 8 year Lagavulin.
Okay guys, is it true that the 16 year is better because it's aged twice as long?
That's a good question, and the best answer is not necessarily. You know, actually just recently people started getting hung up on the ages in the whiskeys and then kind of using that as a lazy term on if it was good or not, or a lazy way to judge if a Scotch was good or not.
Right.
But really it also has to do with the casks that it's aged in and just how it's distilled. You know, anything kind of 8 years and above could be pretty good. So the best answer is it better? No. But is it different? Yeah, they're gonna be different.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna be really good, you know, in their own ways. So I'm really excited to try them.
The 16 year is a single malt Scotch aged in oak cask. Some words that may describe the Islay Scotch are campfire, brine or salt, and iodine. It is a very sought after Scotch.
Well, let's whip it out, eh, Chad?
I would love some.
All right.
Thank you
This
guys.
is what special guests get to do on our show. Guys, if you want to be a special guest on Simple Diversion, just write us, send us your check for $150,000, and then we'll contact you. We're also going to need your credit card information and your blood type. All right?
Yeah,
Thank
your
you.
social security card too.
Love it. Can't wait to try some of it.
All right, so I guess I'll pour this one.
I really want to know if I can actually taste the campfire in this.
Guys, it's got a great deep gold amber color to it. That's the type of stuff that I really like. I don't know why, but for some reason when it's like a gold flavor like that, it almost is more appealing.
Turns you on.
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Very good. Thank you. And maybe Chad can attest to this. The first time you put your nose up to it, you get the harsh campfire smell, and that just overpowers all of your senses. So you want to take a step back just for a minute, let your senses kind of, you know, linger for a second, go back in, so then you're going to actually start to pick up, you know, the sweetness, maybe a little bit of sherry, you know, in the flavor as well, and you're going to get different things, maybe a little bit vanilla.
Well, smelling that, I actually got a little bit of campfire, of course, the peat, even a little bit of sweetness and dried meat. So.
And then a quick note too about the Islay Scotches is that for a while people actually avoided, you know, drinking them because of the peat. People didn't like that. They were more accustomed to the sherry flavors. You know, this wasn't always something that was highly sought after, like Rob mentioned. Somewhat recently that, you know, became very well liked. I love it.
Do you?
What do you think, Chad?
It smells delicious. I'm very intrigued to drink this.
Okay.
Have you ever had it before?
I don't believe so.
No? Try it out.
You guys want to try it?
Cheers, guys.
Roast. See, I just sipped mine. Enjoy it. It's got a long-lasting flavor to it.
You okay?
I am.
We got a first timer here.
We do.
I can still taste it. And all I did was take a quick little splash.
That peaty campfire smoke is definitely there, and with Lagavulin, make sure that that's a flavor you like, because that does linger. I can still taste it.
Yeah, it does, but I'm also getting different flavors after that. I'm just not sure what my palate thinks they are.
You don't know what your palate's telling you yet?
Yeah.
I don't.
Sometimes, you know, that takes time too.
I will say this, if you're new to Scotch, I wouldn't go for the Lagavulin 16 year right away. I'd give it some time.
And I just want to give a shout out to Brian my neighbor Brian, he is the one that got me to try this, and
well, thank you, Brian.
I loved it. So hey, man, thank you. And I know
thumbs
he's
up.
got a lot of stuff. We will have him on the show eventually and take a look at his collections.
I don't think he's going to give up his personal information, though.
No, well, maybe not the money, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And I do pick up, you know, a little sherry, but the peat and campfire is definitely overtaking a lot of the other stuff for me.
Yeah, the long finish brings out a little bit more sweetness to it. When you first sip it, you get more of the peat and the campfire, and then it slowly dies down a little sweet.
Right now, we have something that neither of us, all of us, have not tried. This is the Lagavulin 8-year, and this is actually it's going to be a single malt Scotch whiskey, and it's a limited edition. And
I like just the white box.
I do too.
I don't know why that
different.
intrigues me, but it does. The design on the top.
And it's the 200th year anniversary, so from 1816 to 2016. And this was actually a tribute to Alfred Barnard, who was a famous Victorian whiskey enthusiast and the author of a book called The Whiskey Distilleries of the United Kingdom. He actually, between 1885 and 1887, he visited over 160 functioning distilleries in the UK. 129 of those actually being in Scotland, so that's pretty crazy. And he was pretty much one of the world's first
whiskey ticker.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was one of the world's first whiskey tickers. You know, so he stopped at Lagavulin and he tried the 8-year, and he basically just said, and I quote, "It is exceptionally fine."
Yes. So we will definitely let you know if it's exceptionally fine.
Chad, you want to do the honors?
Do the
Of
honors.
course. If one time is good, second time must be just the same.
Now remember, if you want to be a special guest, you will be able to do the honors on opening the box.
That's right.
I'll hand you that box.
Thank you, sir. And some toasty bread.
That's beautiful. That's the first time being corked. All right, let's give it a pour.
Well, by the appearance, I'm looking at it. It's definitely more clear.
It's almost like
and
a
pale.
water.
Yeah, it's almost like a water. I mean, that looks like sparkling water to me.
Compared to the 16-year, this is like a pale water, and that's like a amber gold. So definitely a big difference there already.
This is more of a darker amber.
Yep. Let's give it a nose. It's a lot sweeter.
Very sweet, yeah.
Oh.
I'm picking up. Is there like some kind of candy flavoring in this as well?
Yeah, I'm
some
smelling
hints of
some
candy.
candy. I'm
Some
also
vanilla.
Yeah, some toast. I don't know if that makes any sense, but toasted bread.
It's definitely not as overpowering with the smoke flavor, but I do get a little bit of a hint of that. But I'm getting as much smoke in this one as I would like sherry in this one. You kind of got to go back to it, and then you finally get that.
Yeah.
So it's not as overpowering, but it still smells great.
Amazing.
It just
actually.
it smells like 16 years little brother. You know, it's just not as powerful.
It smells like it's going to taste phenomenal.
All right,
Cheers.
let's down her up. This is a very interesting Scotch.
Yeah.
Going down, I got more of the sweet, the sherry flavors, but then on the finish is when the smoke kind of ramped up, and then now in the finish, it's lingering like an ashy flavor, and like if I go, that's when you can kind of smell it even still. It's not better or worse, but it's very different. What do you guys think?
Yes, you can definitely taste the difference between the 16 and the 8-year. And to go back to what you previously said, one is probably not better than the other. It's just a different type of palate that you might like. And yes, the 8-year is definitely very smooth.
Yeah, I'm definitely tasting less peat in that one,
But
much sweeter.
But compared to other Scotches, I would still say it
It's
has
very-
a lot
it's got
more
that campfire.
Yeah, a lot more than
Compared to
other ones.
them,
Even
yeah.
like Highland Park.
Oh yeah.
This one has a lot more, and it's crazy how it just builds after I drank it a few seconds ago. Now that smoke is really in my throat.
Yeah, that is something. I thought the 8-year was great.
I did too, and it's more affordable.
It is much more affordable. I actually like the 8-year better than the 16.
Out of a score of 10, how would we rank them? So let's start with the Lagavulin, 16-year.
Okay, so 10 obviously being the best.
Yep.
Okay. I guess I'll go first. I would say about a 9.4.
I don't think I'd go that high, but I'd go with probably an 8.9 or maybe an 8.8. I did like it. However, the flavors in the Scotch there were a little overpowering for my rookie taste buds, so to say.
Okay.
But very, very good. Very, very full of flavor.
Would you rather have a Scotch like Lagavulin, either the 8 or the 16, over more of a sweet flavored Scotch like maybe Macallan or Glenlivet, you know, something like that? What kind of flavors do you prefer?
That's a good question. Again, I'd probably go with the Lagavulin 8 year, just because there's one on my taste buds. I do want to explore more Scotches to get my palate up.
Sure.
So I don't necessarily know if I can answer that question to the best because I have not tried everything out there.
And you know, that's what you guys got to do out there if you are new. You know, just keep trying new things. We talked about it before. You know, that's how we kind of start to distinguish flavors, is you compare things and you try different things. And it's actually pretty fun going to a store and saying, let's try this today, and then seeing how it works.
Yeah. I said a 9.4, but for some reason I was kind of being a little slow and I thought we were grading the 8 year. I would say that the 16 year is about an 8.99.
Okay.
So
my grade on the 16 year would be a 9.5.
okay, wow.
Out of 10.
Very high.
How about the 8 year?
The 8 year I would do the 9.4.
Okay.
I would probably follow suit with a 9.3 or 9.4 as well.
And I'm gonna be that guy that gives it a 9.5 because I love them both. They are different.
Nice.
And neither one is better than the other. I think they are both fabulous Scotches. Both of these, I think we can all agree, are home runs. If you can, you know, get them, you know, go out and do it. The 8 year is going to be a little harder to find than the 16 because the 16 is the regular release for Lagavulin. If you guys have any questions, you know, let us know. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Please share this video with your friends because that's how, you know, we get going as a channel.
Absolutely. And looking forward to, you know, hanging out with you guys. You know, we're wanting to make this kind of a community in a way.
Yeah, and let us know what you think. Did you like the Lagavulin? Do you hate them both? Did you like one more than the other? Are we nuts and not know what we're talking about? Let us know, guys.
Or have you yet to try it and now looking forward to trying it? So are you about to get your keys and drive to the store right now and buy it,
I'd also like to say thanks, guys, for having me on the channel.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Chad,
Come
for
back
coming.
anytime.
I will come back.
And as you can see in Chad's hands, we will be introducing the Johnny Walker Blue Label. We will be reviewing next week, so look forward to that. Make sure you like and subscribe so you know when that comes. And when you do, we are looking forward to it, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys.
Thank you.